news. Johnny Somali, unfortunately found alive in Korea. This is so sad. We get F's in the chat for Johnny Somali. This is honestly probably one of the biggest tragedies of our age. But there is some good news. The good news is Johnny Somali does not want to remain exactly in that way. This is actually kind of hilarious, I do have to say. This guy is so cooked. He is so upset that he ruined his life. He is regretting all of his life decisions. We have some insane legal updates about Johnny Somali. I have not yet seen them. Atozi dropped this video about he's been basically my go-to guy updating me about the Johnny Somali situation. Bro ruined his life. He's not happy he ruined his life. He's like, oh, I'm so sad that I ruined my life by sexually harassing random women and beating people up and insulting other people's culture. This is so sad. Johnny Somali is arguably even more cooked right now than California. So today we are looking into the psychology of actions do in fact have consequences. And here's patient 0, Johnny Somali. Let's see where this goes. One of Johnny Somali's mods actually reached out to me and gave me like tens of hours of secret deleted footage, and I never actually got the chance to go through all of that, but I have it, and maybe I will at some point. So anyway, let's keep going, baby.
Things have got so much worse for the disrespectful IRL streamer.
I personally am heartbroken by the fact that things got so much worse for him. All right. Now karma aside.
He's now facing a new crime charge, and if
new charge just dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dude, Johnny Somali getting new crimes. It's that is the equivalent of like Elden Ring getting a new DLC.
things keep going this way, it'll be inevitable for him to be stuck in Korea's prison system.
Oh no, my smile is spreading against my will.
For a while. In my last video covering this guy, I said that it would likely be my last update on him for a while, as there wasn't really that much Johnny could do, you know.
Bro, look, you don't understand. He is in a level of cooked, the likes of which LA wishes they could achieve. The smelt fish wishes they were Johnny Somali right now. Bro, this guy is incredible. He is in LA. They took his passport. They're not letting him leave. Not in LA. Oh my God. He's in South Korea. They took his passport. They're not letting him leave. Bro is cooked. They took away his ability to make money. They're just basing him they didn't arrest him though, because they don't want to actually pay for his food. They're having him walk and scrounge around in the streets of South Korea, unable to get a job, hated by everyone in public. Like, you don't understand what they have done to this man. It's glorious. It's glorious. He's trying to escape to North Korea, which is, I think, very, very good idea, honestly. I wish he succeeds.
Considering that one of his mods confirmed that his equipment had been taken away from him.
They took his equipment too! Bro, they cooked him. They cooked him. I wonder if that's the mod that reached out to me. So, I spoke to the mod, the guy that reached out to me. He also apparently sent all of this footage that he sent me. Like, you don't understand. Hundreds of hours of footage of Johnny Somali that's scrubbed from the internet. I told him, yo, bro, I don't got time. I can't sit through hundreds of hours of Johnny Somali. And so I told him to send it to Legal Mindset and to Atozi, and he did. So they also have all this footage. So I'm glad that I'm not the one responsible for any of this crap. All right, I'm just saying. They took his iPad away and dropped him on the street. True.
I've heard now that he's starting to go broke over in Korea.
He will, because he has to stay till March, the 5th of March, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
He can't stream because he does not have a work visa.
Wait, Fabarius, this is the mod guy that sent me all the footage. Wait, this is the guy that sent me all the footage. Oh my God, that's crazy.
And his phones and laptops are at the police.
The police took his phone. Oh my God, it's like a toddler. This is incredible.
They're with the police?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And at least
the police took his phone, they took his laptop, they took his ability to make money. They didn't arrest him because they didn't want to feed him. They just dropped him on the street. Holy crap. Like, this is potentially the greatest social experiment of all time. Like, dude, this man, like, if you look up in the dictionary, fuck around and find out, they will just have a picture of Johnny Somali.
it has been a little while now, considering it's the next year. Happy New Year's, by the way. But I might have been wrong, because apparently he got access to another phone very quickly since...
No way. He got another phone, immediately started recording himself doing more crimes. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh Lord, I love this.
He's been back on his Discord server.
Okay, if I come back to streaming, I don't know where we'll be at this point. I made a new YouTube, yeah. So, in case you're curious, Johnny Jewish is in fact very not Jewish, but he did go to Israel, where he also got arrested and thrown out of the country. So that's a dub, I guess.
Server, and he also created a new YouTube channel. And he's been messaging on his Discord server, as you can see here, but we'll get back into that later.
Oh,
but
God,
obviously,
yes.
this is Johnny Somali, a disrespectful IRL streamer who's essentially known for going into other countries that are extremely high-trust societies, only to push everyone's boundaries as far.
Why'd he go to Israel? It's obviously not aiming for high-trust societies. He went to Israel because Israel was in the middle of a war. So he went to Israel because he was like, well, I could stir some shit up in Israel because they are literally dealing with a war, so they will not actually pay me any attention. He was wrong. They arrested him and threw him out of the country. Very sad. Very, very sad.
Far as you can. And the dude clearly believes that he'll get away with
Like, bro walked out into public. They just literally lifted him up, put him in a plane, and sent him away. They're like, we ain't dealing with you.
anything that he does because, get this, he keeps pushing the limits and he keeps on getting thrown into jail cells.
But like, you gotta realize the destructive cycle that we're talking about here. I personally love this. I call this the content spiral. All right, you are about to hear my explanation about the content spiral. Are you ready? This here is the content spiral. All right, so over here you have something that gets attention. All right, so over here is your attention at the very beginning of the spiral, and then attention leads to consequences. Now, the thing about consequences is consequences give you more attention. Do you see where I am getting at? And unfortunately, more of this attention leads to you guessed it, more consequences. It's a pretty simple cycle once you think about it, which of course leads you to need to get more attention. Now, this over here is the content spiral. It's important to note because I wanted to tell you something interesting. This is how he makes money, because attention doesn't just mean clout, but attention is also money. So therefore, this is the only way he can make money is to get attention. But the thing is, every time he gets attention, thereby making money, he also gets more consequences. So he needs to make more money through getting more attention, which leads to even more consequences. This is the content spiral. It is actually the wheel of doom, for real, for real. The more you fuck around, the more you find out, as Gandhi once said. So this is basically the situation he finds himself in. He gets caught, he gets cooked, he's broke, he needs to make money, so he does something for attention, thereby making money, only to get cooked for that new thing that he did. He found himself in like the most glorious downward spiral of all time, and I am literally here for it.
But that doesn't stop him from saying, I'm gonna beat this case like OJ. I don't think OJ is a person you want to aspire to be.
Isn't he a murderer? I mean, yeah, he beat the case because he had a small army of Jewish lawyers, but I'll be real here. Johnny Somali ain't getting no Jewish lawyers. I'm sorry, bro. You went to Israel, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. You went to Israel to make a nuisance? Yeah, he's not getting any Jewish lawyers. It's over.
We've been covering this guy for a little bit over a year now, and in the meantime, he's already been to Japanese jail, detained in Israel, and he's now stuck in Korea for always repeating the same behavior over and over again. And as we know, the court date has been pushed back.
I love the chaos.
From December 20th of 2024 to March 7th, 2025.
Bro, they pushed off the court date by 4 months, literally just to fuck with him. That is the only reason why they pushed him off. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you want to be annoying? Okay, 4 months in the street, emotional damage, no food, no lawyer.
And now the guy is desperate because he's stuck in Korea. He can't work. He doesn't have his passport. There's not much to do then. And the reason
they don't even want to arrest him because in public, Korean streamers are actually just walking around and beating the crap out of him whenever they find him. They're turning his fate into mashed potatoes whenever they see him.
The reason he can't work is because he doesn't have his work visa and he doesn't have most of his equipment as that was taken from him. So at least for now, he can no longer do his job, which is
no food, no lawyer, no bitches.
Essentially running around in public harassing innocent people. Because if he continues to do that, even if he gets new equipment, he doesn't have his work visa, and that can just add even more charges to his already ongoing legal case.
Because they're obviously looking into him. Oh, this is so good. He never, like, I think that Johnny Somali expected to be thrown out of the country. He didn't expect the country to actually play ball. Like, this is glorious.
And then to make things even worse for the guy, he's still being hunted by the South Korean population with a bounty for those who can catch and smack the Golden Goblin. That's what the Koreans have dubbed him. The reason for this name is apparently a Golden Goblin is someone who drops a loot, and you know, the loot is the bounty they get for smacking him. So there we go.
That's amazing. Oh my god, that is incredible. Bro, they actually have him like a wandering dungeon boss, just wandering through the streets, where they're like, you just slap him across the face and you get a freaking coin. Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
The dude is terrified, but yes. I don't really have that much remorse for the guy. It seems like, as we've covered here on this channel, he's dug his own grave. He's had 80 million outs, but he just keeps doubling down and just continues the same behavior. But because he'll actually have to face consequences for his antics for the first time in a long time.
Ever. Very excited for Elon Musk. Elon Musk to say, I am the greatest gold goblin slapper of all time. And he just secretly pays people to beat the crap out of Johnny Somali. But he doesn't want to do that shit himself. They'll just pay people to do that instead. And it'll be like, yes, I am level 96 goblin smacker.
Since Japan. In Japan, he only got 3 months, but apparently that wasn't enough to deter him. So now he's back for round 2 in Korea. But by the way things look right now, it looks like he'll be getting a lot more than 3 months. And the dude is afraid that he might have actually ruined his life forever. Not only because, you know, he might get some serious time, but also because he has no valuable place to stream currently. And clearly, that's what he cares the most about. And the newest update on Johnny is apparently there's a new charge. The dude committed a new crime. Or well, it happened before, but the charge came from, you know, because he live streams everything he does. So one of the victims and the companies that saw it, or that it happened to, they went, hey, we're filing a charge for that.
Why not? Why not? Oh my god, if it isn't the consequences of his own action.
So this information was first reported on Bang TV, a South Korean YouTube channel, on his community tab. And here it says, fortunately in the case of Jung Sung, I might be butchering names here. I'm so sorry. Passenger bus number 271. Jung Sung is apparently the name of the company whose bus Johnny was on. The victim was identified. The bus driver in the video gave a statement, and the Jung Sung passenger bus manager, who was on the bus at the time Johnny was on this bus.
Oh, God literally lined up witnesses to cook this man. God was like, you know what? I will literally line up people to destroy you. Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Gave a statement about witnessing the obstruction of the business. So this guy really chose the worst possible bus to essentially do his antics on.
The worst bus at the worst time with the all-star lineup of star witnesses to ruin his life.
Because what are the chances that Johnny Somali is on the same bus as the bus company manager? I mean, that's just a
act of God. God, thank you so much for giving me this content.
Full circle moment. So Johnny, I guess, was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he documented and uploaded all of it. So the charge of obstruction of business was acknowledged, and the case was sent to the prosecution. And if he gets a couple more of these business obstruction charges, he can't help but go to prison. Because don't forget, he also
oh no, poor guy.
Has one charge of obstruction of business for the ramen incident at the 7-Eleven. Now he has a second, so
yeah, this is when he was throwing ramen around all over the place. Oh my god, what an insufferable douchebag.
For one charge of obstruction of business, he would likely have to pay a fine. For 2 charges, he might face a few months in prison. For 3, this number just keeps adding, and then...
And the best thing is, the more publicity the story gets, the more people that'll be like, wait a second, I was also harassed by that golden goblin. And the thing is, he's pretty recognizable. He's the one black dude in all of Korea, okay? Like, dude, they all know exactly who he is. They all remember this guy harassing them, all right? Like, bro, dude is so mega cooked.
4 and 5 and so on. So I mean, like, if he just keeps getting these charges, he might have to sit in prison for a while. And Andrew from Legal Mindset explained why this is an obstruction of business.
All right.
This right here, when the bus driver has to get up and handle you and yell at you, that's obstruction. You are causing a delay. If you guys don't know, in case you guys haven't been to Korea, buses tend to run on time. And if you are in any way delaying the timeliness of a bus, that is huge. That is absolutely big because...
Bro, dude, he's actually obstructing the business. He's not just being annoying. He is actively obstructing the business. That's insane.
That same bus is driving back and forth all day, and if you've messed them up by 5 minutes, that messes up the whole schedule for the whole day. So this is a
Bro.
big deal.
So yeah, at this point, it's pretty much inevitable that Johnny will be facing some time in Korea's prison. Now, we just kind of have to wait for how much this time will actually be. But other than that, his best friend in Korea, Hank Yu, who is also...
This is incredible. Like, this is actually glorious. Oh my god. Dude, you don't understand the level of shit we actually have on poor Johnny Somali. Dude, he's so pathetic. He's such a pathetic man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Like, I'm looking through the messages that his mod sent me. There is so much unbelievable garbage over here. Just infinite content to sift through. He has text messages with Johnny Somali's mom. Okay? Don't worry, nothing leaked. Nothing, no leak. But dude, this is insane.
I guess his co-conspirator in a lot of his live stream antics. He recently had an interview for the podcast K-Town Social Club, where the hosts made sure to question Hank about his friendship with Johnny Somali. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, you know, since this lore just keeps on adding new characters to the roster, Hank was one of the guys who screamed at Johnny to stop drinking in that video where all of them were allegedly in the back of a police car being hidden away from the Korean citizens who were hunting them.
Oh my god, you're kidding me, bro.
Stop drinking in a cop car, man. That's not on camera. Or I'm gonna drop everything, man.
We're not drinking. We're not drinking.
Hey, please.
It's not on camera.
You follow my orders. We're not helping you. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, lie. This is not Japan. Americans have way more freedom here.
Nigga, we got so much more freedom.
Protecting us. We're in the back of the police car.
This guy is insufferable.
They're coming to get us.
Yo, they gonna look at these films. They're gonna be like, oh, hell no. I said stop drinking.
And he was also the other
God, this is insane. Oh my god, that is despicable shit. Wow. All right, I'll look at some of the footage that he sent me after this.
friend of Johnny alongside of Gino in this video where they were all beaten up by South Korean citizens. So maybe they really needed to be in the back of that police car for protection. So now that our memories are refreshed, let's take a look at what he has to say.
I don't agree with everything what he does, but I do support his freedom of speech.
Dude, people really think that's an excuse for everything. People use that for everything. This dude is literally harassing people in public and throwing food all over the 7-Eleven. He is obstructing businesses. He's actually attacking people in public. Freedom of speech. He's in Korea, bitch. There is no freedom of speech in Korea.
And
What do you agree with? What do you agree with that he does?
I agree with pissing off Korean Xers, for sure.
Xers?
Generation X, yes.
What? So you just help Johnny harass random people in Korea who many aren't even Gen X because you dislike Gen X? Interesting.
But what did Generation X do?
Generation X is the worst in Korea.
Yeah, explain it. Why are they the worst? What do they do?
So, do you know the Generation X attitude, like, how dare you disagree with me?
Why do you hate Generation X? You know how Generation X people don't really like when people don't agree with them personally, so I believe we can kick them in the balls and walk away. Damn, big dub.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's just the general.
Boomers too, right?
Boomers too, but boomers, I believe they have their own reason because Korea was actually poor then.
Yeah, but Johnny was not just going after Generation X. He was mostly targeting like Gen Z Koreans on the street and like harassing them, no? And boomers too. I felt comfortable.
He was throwing food around in the middle of a 7-Eleven. Dude, this is the most insane thing ever. It's like, I agree with his freedom of speech. I agree with him harassing random people in public. What about him sexually harassing random girls in the street in Korea like he's been doing? What about that? Is that also okay? Is that also cool? Like, these people are insane. Like, every single one of them. Like, this guy trying to actually high road here.
Gen Z actually love
Gen Xers were comfort women too, so.
Well, that's a good point. And I heavily doubt that the average Gen Z Korean loves Johnny. That's definitely not what I've heard.
I know, but Gen Z actually love Johnny.
You mean like...
Yeah. My favorite Gen Z people, the ones that love Johnny, are the ones that love beating the crap out of him in public. Yeah, that's pretty great.
I mean like 90% of Gen Z love Johnny, or...
Okay, so that boomer that was in the convenience store in the 7-Eleven that was getting harassed by Johnny, that woman deserved to be harassed like that?
And have stuff
like
thrown at her?
The ramen?
No, freedom of speech have to do with action.
That he actually disagrees with, guys. That's the line.
Okay.
That I actually disagree with.
So you have a line then.
Oh, well, thankfully you don't agree with everything he does. So he's saying he's doing all that with the sole purpose of...
But what about him going into a train in Japan, yelling Hiroshima, Nagasaki in public? What about him blasting bomb threats in a public bus in Korea? What about sexually harassing Israeli cops to the point that they had to arrest him and throw him out of the country? Like, what about the fact that he was pushing around people and basically abusing them in public, allegedly? Like, what about all that, bro? What about the freedom of speech to disrespect a rape victim awareness statue in public in Korea? Like, dude, the list goes on. This isn't freedom of speech.
Pissing Generation X people off? I mean, he says he's a
Listen, I piss people off. This guy commits crimes. We are not the same.
free speech supporter. But what Johnny did and has been doing all along isn't really a matter of free speech. Like, I would even risk saying that it has never been a matter of free speech. Like, the dude is
It's
just
not like he has opinions that are too dangerous. That's not the point. It's not about the opinions, bro. No one cares about his opinions.
straight up been harassing and threatening people. Free speech obviously is extremely important, but so is not being harassed and used for content by random streamers when you're simply walking in public. Like, come on, if you are commuting on a bus, one of the last things you want is some streamer to shove a rotting fish in your face and laugh at it while he's live streaming your reaction for his content. People do not want that to happen in society.
Really?
So you say you support Johnny Somali's right to free speech, right? But then when you continue to hang out with him after he then gets violent with people and puts his hands on people or does break the law, you do realize you're no longer supporting his freedom of speech and you're just supporting his illegal behavior, right?
Right, but Johnny never actually put his hands on people.
He throws food at people. Okay, is that
threatened to?
Actually, no. There are clips of him like pushing people in public. He threatens to rape people in public. Like, is that freedom of speech too? Rape threats?
Hasn't he?
Moxie as a joke. Yeah.
Oh, it was comedy rape. Yeah, a lot of people are unfamiliar with the concept, so I don't blame them. It's a bit of an esoteric. What are you talking about, man? Bro, your brain is scrambled. Dude's IQ is so low, it's leaking out of his ear.
So he jokingly threatened to rape somebody.
So how do we know if it's a joke or not?
Like that's online like streaming stuff, and I don't know if it's a threat.
It's streaming stuff when he threatened to rape people. It's a very different thing. All right.
Right, because he said that you should get raped by Somalis.
I feel like
he didn't threaten to rape them. He just said that she should get raped. And that's a very good point. Valid point. Like, bro, these are the friends that Johnny Somali finds. This is insane. This is insane.
he just proved to the world he's about as intelligent as a loaf of bread. But let's keep going.
Dude, literally he opens his mouth and shit falls out. This is unbelievable.
Take care of my safety first, right? But at the same time, like,
right, but taken to the logical
conclusion, endanger my
right, but taken to the logical conclusion.
Didn't you just get your ass beat last week? You get your ass beat though?
I did.
Right. So
he says it, chest puffed out. Did you get your ass beat? Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
How did he not put you in danger then?
He did, but that wasn't supposed to happen in a first world country like Korea, you know?
Oh, it's Korea's fault that they don't like him. Oh, when he harasses people in public and they don't want to stand for it, that's Korea's fault. True. Yeah, valid. 100%. Yeah.
That would happen in Mexico, basically.
Bro, that's like some Mexican tier shit. And Mexico is like B tier on the tier list, and Korea's supposed to be an A tier? So I'm surprised that A tier humans would be so uncivilized.
What? No. If you go to a country and you mock their culture...
Bro, you really think in the United States you wouldn't get your ass handed to you? Like, are you insane? Like, go to the United States, go somewhere in the middle of New York, and just start harassing random people, and watch how quickly the shit gets beaten out of you.
Don't be surprised if you get your ass beat. That is a universal thing. How is this not clicking with them? But they do ask him what Johnny has been up to. And by the way, this interview happened before his trial was officially delayed.
All right.
Where's Johnny now? What's he up to? Is he doing okay? His trial's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Johnny's doing all right, but he's not with me right now. But
yeah, because everyone knows where you live.
Yeah, so like
you can't put him somewhere where they know where he is because they're gonna come beat the hell out of him, bro. Oh no.
My location's like compromised, so I'm not gonna keep Johnny here, you know.
Wait,
right,
obviously.
But do you still hang out with him? You have like meals with him? You have pizza with him? You eat what? What do you do with him?
I talked to him about a couple legal cases because he is a witness to that aggravated assault, and he's a witness to like stalking, all that, you know.
Yeah. So do you eat with him?
Oh my god. Dude, you think he's a witness? He's cooked, bro. He's so cooked. These are his friends. Like, here's the thing. I always wonder, whenever I see, like, these people doing, like, insane stuff in public, I always wonder to myself, how do they do this? Like, don't they have friends that tell them that it's a pretty bad idea to do whatever they're doing? And the answer is no, because these are their friends. This is an enabler. This guy is dumb as mud. Bro!
I'm also a witness to those cases. No,
dude, I have to say, the fact that this dude's dad had sex with his sister to give birth to this obvious inbred like mentality, like, this is insane. Like, this is insane. There has to be some sort of genetic defect over here. I'm just saying, there has to be genetic defects at play. Listen, chat, if Johnny Somali can have friends, then so could you. You have a chance.
Oh, not really. I mean, if I eat with him, that's gonna like compromise his safety too. You know.
So what's your take overall?
He can't even eat with him because it's compromising his safety. Where is Johnny? Is he living under rocks? Bro is hiding behind fronds of lettuce in public. He's holding like a bush in front of him as he's walking, so people don't recognize his face. Bro's so open-minded, his brain fell out.
Is he?
Bro's family tree is one branch, for real, for real.
In your opinion, or is he going to be okay?
Well, they're trying to make it political, and
sure.
Making it political. Oh my god, dude! This is insane. They're making it political, guys. They're making it political. This is insane. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. 100%. Yeah, because he unlocks the secrets. He's blown the lid on the Jewish conspiracies, and now they're making an example out of him. True.
You know what happened to my case because they made my case political back in East Texas? I got right.
But that was from American government, not Korean government.
Yeah, but like Korea has like much, I would say, more lenient sentencing than the United States. So Johnny's probably not going to go to prison. He's going to.
Oh, you think he'll be let go?
Either let go or like at most like pay some fines. You know, because I mean, what did he do that was like felonious?
What do you mean?
What did he do felonious? There's a list. There's a list of charges. What did he do felonious? This guy is literally balonious. Like, this is unbelievable.
He didn't do anything that was felonious. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, I have an entire list on one of my past videos of every felony this guy's committed.
True.
And that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So there's probably more as of right now. National Security Law, Anti-Terrorism Act, Business Obstruction, the Deepfake Incident, a crime of insult, defamation, an act of assault, Narcotics Control Act, and finally, a misdemeanor penalty act. Johnny's
bro literally violated the 10 commandments, and I mean all of them. He is a walking list of felonies, bro.
Clearly been speedrunning the Korean Penal Code, and Hank is out there asking, what did he do that was felonious? And by the end of the interview, they ask Hank if he knows where Gino is, and even though he responds that Gino went from Korea directly to Japan, there's a lot of people saying, hey, that's not even true, considering, you know, his last post on social media. But back to the Johnny situation. Apparently, he's got a new phone once again, and he started messaging on his Discord one more time. And this time, he seems to be considering a real comeback in his career. If I come back to streaming...
His comeback, bro. He is coming back. Johnny Somali is coming back, and I am here for it. Now, I know what you're thinking. I definitely want this guy to taste defeat, and that is true. But also, if he doesn't taste defeat, it's a win-win. It's just more content for me.
I don't know where he'll be at this point. I honestly should have never been banned from Kick, but that's in the past.
Kick, do we take those? We take those.
I feel like this might be the first message from this guy where he realized he ruined his own life. Because clearly it doesn't seem that...
He can no longer stream on Kick. He can't stream on Twitch. He can't stream anywhere. He is considered a annoyance to everyone. He lost... Like, here's the thing. You can't really get canceled on the internet because as long as you're making entertaining content, people will come back. If you could get canceled, I would be canceled, okay? There are enough people making videos trying to cancel me. I would get canceled, okay? Let's be real here. If cancellations were a thing, I'd be cooked. Cancellations are not real. Deplatforming is. And he's done so because he has nowhere to make money. He could stream on Instagram. Yeah, we'll see.
Jail time phases him. What does seem to phase him is not being able to live stream. And now that's become extremely hard for him with all of his bans. And then you have all the legal implications from Korea on top of that. But Johnny has uploaded some VOD on his old stream where I guess when he was back in Japan in 2023, but that's really not that relevant to this situation right now. It's not like he's uploading new content from Korea onto his Rumble as of now. But as I mentioned earlier, the problem for his comeback is he managed to get banned on essentially every single relevant streaming platform. So his comeback, even if he goes all in, it's going to be very hard to find him because he's banned. And obviously he made a new YouTube account.
He's cooked. It's over. And he's also making new YouTube accounts. I think a lot of people don't know how YouTube works. If you get banned, if you get your YouTube account banned, you get all your YouTube accounts banned. Every YouTube account that is attached to your name is also banned. If he tries to make another YouTube account, he's just going to get cooked for ban evasion and he's just going to get banned again. Like, he's actually gonzo. Like, there is nowhere for him. And it's not like he's being censored by big tech. He's just insufferable. And he is being squished. He is like a cockroach. He consistently comes back out of a new dung pile only to get squished again.
But if he starts streaming on YouTube again, it won't really last for too long considering he's already been banned on YouTube once before. He's also bragging about the title of world's most controversial live streamer on his new YouTube channel.
Bro, big dub, look at this guy.
He's also bragging about the title of world's most
Yo, 66 subscribers! Woo! Yeah, baby!
Controversial live streamer on his new YouTube channel. But Johnny's main problem is he's not even controversial. He's just universally hated. But
yeah, no, controversial means there's two sides there. I am controversial, I suppose. Controversial means there are people that hate you, there are people that like you, you're kind of a mixed bag. You rub some people the wrong way, you rub some other people the right way. He's not controversial. He's just insufferable. It's a different thing.
If you want the full story of how we even got here, you can check out this video here, or you can check out this one that YouTube's recommending to you. And other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe.
Yeah, I love these videos. He does such a good job breaking down the situation. All 66 of his subscribers happen to be Korean cops. True. No, but you don't understand. I have like an actual list of videos, just like infinite VODs that were literally sent to me by this guy. This needs to be a Netflix special. Bro, dude, this is crazy. But by the editor, like, and you could go anywhere in. That's the point. You could go anywhere in this video, and he's doing a crime.
Hey, you Billy just subscribe. Billy gonna watch. I need all my fireworks. I need all.
They're just out there committing crime. Dude.
I unsent it because when I found out it was an issue, I didn't want to.
Yeah, but like the point is, obviously, I don't have patience. This is a 6-7 hour stream. I am not sitting through a 7-hour stream of this guy.
Nice and try to collab with niggas, but I'm like, fuck everybody. If niggas don't want to collab with me, I'm not gonna fake be friends with niggas for content.
Yeah, don't worry. No one wants to collab with you. Don't worry. It's not like it's for content. It's because you're insufferable. But anyway, that's been this situation. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali will definitely get cooked at some point, and I will be there to have fun with the fire. Billy will never. Definitely subscribe, Gunthers. Why is he talking like a swag bro? Bro changes his dialect depending on his mood. Like, dude, he has clips where he argues he's Muslim. He has clips where he argues he's Jewish. He has clips where he argues he's American. He is Schrodinger's ethnicity. He's cool like that. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Definitely subscribe for more downfalls of insufferable people, and remember to stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.